Hey guys, Zach here, coming at you with another video. So I am back home for the weekend, so I figured what better video to make while I'm at home than Mario Party, because I love Mario Party. Now, last week I uploaded a video talking about Mario Party and how they can make Mario Party great again. As a lot of you guys love that title for obvious reasons, but not going to get political here. Today, I'm going to be talking about something that I've been thinking they should do with Mario Party. I really think that Mario Party is at the point in its life where it could really use a refresh. It needs to go back to its roots in a sense that they just need to completely restart it. And you can say that Super Mario Party kind of did that, where it went back to really how it felt during the N64 days of Mario Party. But it still kind of felt like new Mario Party. It kind of had that new Mario Party stank. So, something I think they should do, rather than completely starting off from scratch, I think they should make an Ultimate Mario Party, where they have best of the best, personally for Mario Parties 1 through 8, since those are the more acclaimed ones, critically acclaimed ones. I think they should have board representation, all representation from those first 8 Mario Party games, and bring it to the Nintendo Switch and have an ultimate version of Mario Party, kind of like they did with Smash Brothers. So what exactly do I mean, and what are all the details that I want in this? Well, stay tuned to find out.
ZakPak, he's always there for you. ZakPak, only on YouTube. ZakPak, what will he do next? ZakPak, let's find out, 'cause it's on with the show.
So the first topic I want to talk about is the boards that I think they should choose. Now, I want them to choose boards from the original 8 Mario Party games. Mario Parties 1 through 8. I'm not counting DS. I kind of wanted to consider DS part of this list, but I just kind of wanted to stick to the main console 8 Mario Party games. So here is the list that's going to be coming to you shortly of the boards I think that should come back. Now, I tried to mix fan favorites with ones that I personally wanted, so I think this is an overall comprehensive list of the boards that should return. If you disagree, make sure to let me know down in the comments down below. Now, the first board, or I should say, Mario Party 1's boards, I think should be Yoshi's Tropical Island and Peach's Birthday Cake. I don't really think there's any critically acclaimed boards from that game. I think that game didn't have boards that many people really remember, so that's why I'm choosing Yoshi's Tropical Island and Peach's Birthday Cake, because they're two just fun little boards. You know, there's nothing special about them, they're just boards. So for Mario Party 2, I chose Western Land and Horror Land because Western Land is an obvious classic. Everyone loves Western Land. It's definitely one of the highest rated Mario Party boards of all time. So Western Land definitely had to be there. And Horror Land is my personal favorite, besides Western Land. Western Land is my personal favorite for Mario Party 2, but Horror Land is my second personal favorite. And I just think that one should come along. But if you disagree, let me know down in the comments. If you're a big fan of Mario Party 2, what board should come from that game? For Mario Party 3, this is my favorite of the N64 Mario Parties, so I really loved picking the boards for this one. Woody Woods and Waluigi's Island. Now, obviously, Waluigi's Island is the fan favorite one. A lot of people love Waluigi's Island. At least that's what I've heard. A lot of people seem to love that one. But Woody Woods is my personal favorite. So that's why I chose Woody Woods and Waluigi's Island for Mario Party 3's representation. Mario Party 4 I thought was actually kind of difficult, because this one, kind of like Mario Party 1, didn't really have any critically acclaimed amazing boards, at least from what I remember. But the one board I do see people talking about is Goomba's Greedy Gala, so I did have to include that one. And Boo's Haunted Bash was another one that I've heard a decent amount about, but I was never particularly crazy for any of the boards in Mario Party 4. I never really liked the design of the boards in Mario Party 4, to be honest. So it was a little bit hard for this one for me, but those were the two boards that I personally chose. Mario Party 5 was another hard one because I personally do like all the boards in Mario Party 5, but there's none that's a popular standout board from Mario Party 5. So I chose Pirate Dream and Toy Dream. It was a little bit tricky to navigate this down. I think Pirate Dream might be the most notorious or popular of Mario Party 5's boards, and Toy Dream, you know, kind of being along there with it, and Toy Dream is my personal favorite, but nevertheless, those are the two boards I chose for Mario Party 5. So Mario Party 6 was a hard one for me. Really, really hard. Because I personally love every single board from Mario Party 6. I love every single one. But I had to narrow it down to 2. And Mario Party 6 is where I went completely personal opinion. You guys could disagree with me. I think a lot of you guys, since you're Luigi's Mansion fans, will probably recommend EGAD's Garage. But I personally think Towering Treetop and Clockwork Castle are the 2 boards that should return for Mario Party 6. Now, Towering Treetop is a fun board. I love the board just because of all the board elements, the happening spaces and all the board events that happen. And I just love the board. It's the first Mario Party map I've ever played in my whole life, so maybe maybe it's nostalgia feeding that one for me. But like I said, the Mario Party 6 is my own, just me. That's the one I just chose, the ones I personally wanted. So, that's why I chose Towering Treetop. And then you're going to notice a theme for the next 5 boards, including this next one, Clockwork Tower. I really wanted to include this one because, Towering Treetop was going to be in there regardless. But the other Mario Party 6 board, I was having a lot of trouble deciding which one. And Clockwork Castle was the one I decided on at the end because of its unique gimmick, where at daytime you'd go clockwise, and then at nighttime you'd go counterclockwise on the board, so you would change directions on the board depending on the time of day. And I really liked that, so that's why I chose Clockwork Castle to be on this list. So Mario Party 7, again, I chose because it's unique boards. The gimmicks of the boards were relatively unique. Neon Heights I chose because of its gimmick where there were 3 boxes spread around the board, and one of them had a star, one of them had coins, and then one of them had a bomb. And I think it's really, because the same Mario Party mechanic can get tiring after a while. It's going and collecting stars, find the star space. But having something like this where it's you don't know which one's star space, so everyone's kind of fighting to get the correct one, that one could be a really fun one to spin a little bit of a twist, adding a little bit of more variety. So Neon Heights was a definite, and Pyramid Park is obviously also unique because this one, you ride Chain Chomps. Everyone starts with 5 stars or something, and you summon Chain Chomps to go and get the stars from everyone else. So, in total there are 20 stars, and you could steal stars from other people using Chain Chomps, and that's the only way that you can get more stars. So, yeah, so those are my Mario Party 7 boards, mostly because they are completely unique, and I think both of those boards are actually really cool. Next up, Mario Party 8 with King Boo's Haunted Hideaway and Koopa's Tycoon Town. Now again, it's mostly because of the uniqueness of these 2 boards. With King Boo's Haunted Hideaway, you don't really know the board. You kind of learn it as you travel it, and then once someone gets a star, it completely resets. It completely changes the whole board. So I think something like that could be really, really cool, where, the whole board changes and, all that stuff. So that could be really, really cool gimmick. And then Koopa's Tycoon Town I had because of its Monopoly-like gimmick, where everyone buys hotels. And Koopa's Tycoon Town is a lot, because I was thinking about putting Windmillville from Mario Party 7 here, but I chose Pyramid Park instead because Koopa's Tycoon Town is more iconic in my personal opinion. And also, it's just, in my opinion, a better board. But again, all matter of personal opinion. So if you completely disagree with these boards, let me know down in the comments down below what board I missed and for what game it's from. So yeah, so that's the boards I think should be in Super Mario Party Ultimate. So given that this is a complete blend of every single Mario Party game, something a lot of you are probably thinking of, how's this going to work? Because a lot of these boards have completely different spaces and gimmicks and everything. So I've also created a list of spaces that they should have. Now it is a little bit of a mixture, something you'll notice about everything, because I'm also going to show off the items later, the playable characters. It's a complete mix of every single Mario Party game from Mario Parties 1 through 8. So I'm going to show you right now the list of spaces that should be on the boards. So yeah, so obviously there's a decent mix of Mario Party games here. Now obviously something that does kind of spoil stuff about the playable character section is that I think Bowser spaces and DK spaces should return. Lucky spaces should come back, which would probably change some of the stuff on the board, like a board event, for any of the Mario Parties between Mario Parties 1 through 7 would obviously change because none of them had lucky spaces. But there will also be dual spaces, that will make a return, because I don't think there's been a dual space since Mario Party 7 or 6, so those are definitely welcome to return. Chance spaces as well, Chance Time. I think Chance Time has been away for a while now, so Chance Time is definitely welcome to come back. Happening Space, aka the board event. I actually kind of messed up on the image. It said Happening Space instead of Character Space, but a Character Space is what I meant to say there, which causes a board event but with a character, it costs like an item to affect, the character, but all of the other stuff is self-explanatory. Blue space, red space, happening space, item spot, star space, all those are relatively self-explanatory. Alright, so one of the most important aspects of the party mode in Mario Party is the items. Now, using items, whether it be items like in Mario Parties 1 through 4, or the orbs or capsules from Mario Parties 5 through 7, or the candies from 8, or whatever the case is, they always played a main integral part in Mario Party. Now, Super Mario Party is where they really lacked in items. Items were pathetic in Super Mario Party. There was like mushrooms, there was like an item that brought you close to a star, like that kind of stuff. It didn't really impact the game. Well, I mean, it impacted the game, but they felt cheap. Like, there was no really uniquely gimmicked items. And that's where this list comes in. So, let's check this out. So you have the typical mushroom, golden shroom, sluggish shroom, the mushrooms, the ones that, you roll 2 dice, or you roll 3 dice, or you roll a slow dice block. Now, obviously, magic lamps are going to return. And now, keep in mind, also, I have these all in capsules, but they don't have to be capsules. They could be items, they could be whatever. So, magic lamp brings you to the star, that's the item, it's a magic lamp, it's iconic, from Mario Party 1 through 4, iconic. So, gotta have the magic lamp back. Bowser, you can get a Bowser orb. I think that was exclusive to Mario Party 5, I believe. But that orb summons Bowser, It's like having a Bowser space, but instead of, when you pass over an orb and collect an orb, instead of being a regular orb, it's Bowser. And that summons Bowser, so it's like summoning a Bowser space, kind of. There's the Red Boo orb, which summons Red Boo to steal coins and stars, self-explanatory. And then you have all these fun ones on the right, which are more, fun ones. The ones that Super Mario Party, in my personal opinion, lacked. The ones that you can place on spaces, like Piranha Plant, Lakitu, Spiny, those ones, those ones, and Thwomp, and Toady, and even Klepto, even though some of those ones you can use on yourself, you could also put those on spaces, so that people have to, strategically think, oh, now I have to make sure to avoid these spaces because I don't want to move the star, or, I don't want to have to swap everyone's items, that kind of thing. So, those, and that's not even it. That's just all the ones I can fit on one screen. And make it legible. That's just bare minimum. There's a lot more from every single Mario Party game, from 1 through 8, that, they definitely should include. But that's just, like I said, bare minimum. So one thing that the recent Mario Party games have been suffering from, and to some extent Super Mario Party has been suffering from this as well, is playable characters. Playable characters in Mario Parties 9 and 10 were awful. Literally less than Mario Party 8. In Mario Party 9, they removed a lot of characters. Boo, Toadette, Dry Bones, Blooper, Hamburger. They removed so many characters from Mario Party 8. Or, sorry, from Mario Party... Well, yeah, from Mario Party 8 into Mario Party 9. They just got rid of a lot of characters. So, there's one way that we can fix that. Especially because Super Mario Party kind of faces as well, where they got rid of Birdo, Toad, Toadette, and Kamek. They got rid of those characters because they wanted them to be hosts of the Mario Party game. They wanted them to be the hosts. Every single Mario Party game, every single one, 9, 10, every single one has had a host that's hosted Mario Party. That's the point of it. So, since this is the ultimate Super Mario Party, I decided that the hosts should be returning hosts. Hosts that were in some of the past games. And I didn't, I chose the main iconic ones. The ones that everyone kind of remembers. So, here are the hosts I think we should have. So, here we go. Here are the hosts that I think should be in Super Mario Party Ultimate. For this, now, obviously, they're also divided by mode. So, it's kind of like Mario Party 6, the hosts were divided by mode. Here, they're going to be divided by mode as well. So, Story Mode is going to be hosted by Twyla and Brighton. They were the host in Mario Party 6. They were, in my opinion, one of the most creative hosts that they had. I love them. They're great. They should definitely host the Story Mode. Party Mode, I decided with Tumble, because Tumble is honestly one of the best hosts in any Mario Party game. And I think if any host from any previous Mario Party game is going to host the Party Mode, it's got to be Tumble. He's just too iconic. He's too iconic to not do. For Minigame Mode, I think Ballyhoo just makes the most sense. Ballyhoo is, in my opinion, not the most iconic Mario Party host, but definitely the most unique one. Definitely the one that we look back on and like, wow, that's a unique design, unique he's a unique character, and I love him. Ballyhoo is amazing, so I think he would definitely be great in minigame mode. And then bonus mode, I think Toadsworth would be the best one. I completely forgot to mention, but like I said, Brighton and Twilight from Mario Party 6, Tumbles from Mario Party 3, Ballyhoo's from Mario Party 8, and then Toadsworth is from Mario Party 7. Now, Toadsworth should do bonus mode, like where you buy, your extra characters using the in-game currency that you earn through the Mario Party mode and all that. So yeah, and any extra mode, you can bring in any extra characters, like the Star Spirits from Mario Party 5 you can bring in, or, stuff like that. You can bring characters in, other hosts, and have them, lead other modes. But I think those are the 4 main ones that needed to be covered. So obviously, I mentioned characters. Now, playable characters, in my personal opinion, is very important in Mario Party. With Mario Party 1, it was, obviously the main 6. Mario, Luigi, Peach, Yoshi, Wario, and Donkey Kong. Those were the main characters. And then once you got to, like, Mario Party 6 and all that, the character roster really started to expand. You got more obscure characters, like Toadette was introduced in this game, Koopa Kid in Mario Party 5, so you had more unique characters. But then by the time we got to Mario Party 10, there wasn't, they took away a lot of those characters. And, we got Spike. Yay for Spike. So, if you want an ultimate list of all the characters should return, here is that list. So obviously this list is called initial playable characters because obviously a Mario Party game isn't a Mario Party game unless you unlock some characters. So the initial playable characters are Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, Wario, Waluigi, Yoshi, Birdo, Toad, Toadette, Boo, Drybones, Koopa Kid, I'll talk about him in a little bit, Hammer Bro, Koopa Troopa, Shy Guy, Blooper, and Kamek. Now, I think that's an all-star cast, in my personal opinion. Like I said, there are other unlockable characters that I have here that are also pretty all-star, but, so don't get at me just yet for not including your favorite character. But I think those should be the ones that you have initially. Those are the ones you should have to start. That is a grand total of 18 characters to start, and I think that's pretty good. Now, something I hope you also notice with this picture, with the exception of Wario and Waluigi, because I completely messed up there, all the characters are, like, paired up. Mario and Luigi, Peach Daisy, Wario Waluigi, Yoshi Birdo, Toad Toadette, Boo Drybones, Koopa Kid and Hammer Bro, Koopa Troopa Shy Guy, and Blooper Kamek. Those are the ones, they're all paired up together, and that's the same with the unlockable characters, which I'll mention in a little bit. And, yeah, I think that's just a perfect start, You have basically every single character from Mario Party 1 through 7, besides Donkey Kong. Basically, every single one. And then you have both, actually, Mario Party 8, even, because Blooper and Hammer Bro were in there. And 2, actually, Mario Party 9, because we have Koopa Troopa and Shy Guy and Kamek in there. So I think I have, every single character from Mario Party 8, let's say, plus Mario Party 9's new characters. And Koopa Kid, of course. So, I think that's the strongest initial playable cast you can have. Now, obviously, I omitted Donkey Kong and Bowser from here because of the fact that I want their spaces to return, because that's basically, that's something new they took away. I mean, obviously, Donkey Kong spaces were introduced in Mario Party 5, and then, through 8, and then took away again. But, I think DK space, I personally like having DK spaces, because obviously you have the really bad space. I just think having a DK space kind of balances that out, and I know there's the Lucky space, but Lucky space is completely different entirely. So either way, I think this is the strongest lineup of initial playable characters that you can have. So what characters should be unlockable? Well, let's look at that right now. So I think the unlockable characters should be Rosalina, Pauline, Egad, and King Boo. Now, I think it's perfect because, A, it's evenly distributed male and female. You have 2 princesses together, kind of, and then you have 2 Luigi's Mansion representatives, and it also gives representation to the newer Nintendo games coming out. Like Pauline, she's in Mario Odyssey. Egad and King Boo, they're in Luigi's Mansion 3. So, it really, it levels the playing field when you bring in new characters that, never seen in Mario Party before as playable characters. And Pauline, that design of Pauline at least is completely new. So, having them come to Super Mario Party can add some new stuff to the game. So, yeah, either way, I think we have a fair balance of new characters here. And obviously, Rosalina is a returning character. She was in Mario Party's, 10, top 100 in Super Mario Party. So, we do have a returning character in the unlockables as well as those. And obviously, a lot of people probably getting on me for not Diddy Kong and not Bowser Jr. But the reason I didn't choose Bowser Jr. is because I want a Koopa Kid in there, because Koopa Kid, in my opinion, is more iconic to the Mario Party series. Like, Koopa Kid's been in Mario Party, I believe, I don't want to say since 1. Was it since 1? I know he was in 3. I am not sure about 1 and 2. But, nevertheless, Koopa Kid's been in it since the N64 Mario Party games up until Mario Party 7. You know, so Koopa Kid's basically tied to the Mario Party series. So that's why I think he wins over Bowser Jr. But, like I said, you can let me know down in the description down below. Alright, so the last main point for me to get to in this video is the mini-games. Now, what I did is I took 10 mini-games from each Mario Party. So I didn't do what Top 100 did and selected what, I think it had a total of 3 mini-games from Mario Party 8. So I did 10 from each Mario Party game, totaling 80 mini-games. So, you know, that's already enough. Now, like I said earlier, they can have new mini-games. They can add new mini-games to it. You know, they can do whatever. But at least there's 80 mini-games from Mario Parties 1 through 8. So, let's look at Mario Parties 1 through 3 right now. So, with Mario Parties 1 through 3, I mostly looked at the top 10s that most people put up for these games. So, I'm going to kind of blaze through Mario Parties 1 through 3, because I really don't have much to say about each of these mini-games, simply because I don't know, or I don't remember many of them as much as I do from 4 to 8. And just so you know, if it says V4, that means it's a free-for-all minigame. If it says 2v2, it's a 2 versus 2 minigame. If it says 1v3, it's a 1 versus 3 minigame. I also have dual minigames, I have battle minigames, I have Bowser minigames, I have DK minigames, so everything's kind of classified in those parentheses at the very end. So, for Mario Party 1, we have Platform Peril, Skateboard Scamper, Tipsy Tourney, Bobsled Run, Shy Guy Says, Bombs Away, Facelift, Bumper Balls, Mushroom Mix-Up, and Handcar Havoc. For Mario Party 2, we have Lights Out, Toad in the Box, Shell Shocked, Cake Factory, Speed Hockey, Hexagon Heat, Look Away, which I love that minigame by the way, Facelift, Honeycomb Havoc, and Sneak and Store, which I also love that minigame. For Mario Party 3, we have Ice Rink Risk, 3-Door Monty, Spotlight Swim, Frigid Bridge, Eyesore, Tick-Tock Hop, Picture Imperfect, Etch and Catch, Messy Memory, and Eats a Pizza. So now, let's look at Mario Parties 4 through 6. For Mario Party 4, we have Book Squirm, Hide and Go Boom, The Great Deflate, Cliffhangers, Dungeon Duos, Chain Chomp Fever, Paths of Peril, Bowser's Bigger Blast, Fruits of Doom, and Dominathon. For Mario Party 5, we have Pushy Penguins, Leaf Leap, Coney Island, Bus Buffer, Hotel Goomba, Heat Stroke, Tugadori, Countdown Pound, Cajun Cookin', and Divine Climb. For Mario Party 6, we have Snow World, Dusk Till Dawn, Rocky Road, Granite Getaway, Blooper Scooper, Light Up My Night, Banana Shake, Pit Boss, Motown, and Control Stick. Now keep in mind that every single one of these, besides basically Mario Party 6, and to some extent Mario Parties 5, 4, and 7, are like basically top 10 lists, but those ones, 4, 5, 6, and 7, have some of my personal opinions thrown in there as well. Hence why Granite Getaway's in there, because no one really cares about Granite Getaway, but I love that minigame. So, lastly, we have Mario Parties 7 and 8. Mario Party 7 has Track and Yield, Fun Run, Ghost in the Hall, Pogo a Go-Go, The Final Countdown, Thunderwall, Peel Out, Spider Stomp, Flash Fight, and Snow Ride. And Mario Party 8 has Shake It Up, King of the Thrill, Spectre Inspector, Cut from the Team, Thrash and Crash, Punch a Bunch, Flip the Chimp, Snow Way Out, and Paint Misbehavin'. Oh, and Pupper Colors. I nearly forgot that one. Alright guys, before we go, I actually have some comments I want to read from you guys. So I'm going to try and do more of these community engagement kind of things, where I put a post on my community tab, and, it's basically a question, or just looking for your opinion, and you guys can leave comments in the comments of that community tab, and I'll read them at the end of the video that I'm doing. So today, I'm going to be talking about, obviously, today's topic is Super Mario Party Ultimate, and I got a few comments, not as many as I would have wanted to get, but I got a few nonetheless. So let's take a look at some of these comments. So basically, the ultimate question was, what are some elements of Super Mario Party Ultimate game that you would want to see? So, Oliver Jasinski, I'm hoping I pronounced that right, says include every single character and every single minigame. I think every single minigame would be very hard to achieve. given that let's average every Mario Party game out to having 70 mini games, and we're talking about 1 through 8. At least you might be thinking of 1 through 10, or including the handhelds. That's a lot of mini games. I'm fine with personally 10 from each game. I would never expect them to do every single mini game. I think that's a bit much to ask for, but I do agree that most of every single character should definitely be represented. I basically did try to include every single character with a few minor exceptions. Like, I think having both Koopa Kid and Bowser Jr. would have been a bit repetitive, and having Diddy Kong without Donkey Kong would be a bit weird. But nevertheless, I agree that there should be lots of characters and lots of mini games from each Mario Party mini game. Next up is Big Dill. Would be after winning a mini game, you get a moon, and once you get 5 moons, you get a star. That's an optional setting, which they should add more of optional settings for your preferences and give characters costumes again. Now, I'm presuming by give characters costumes again, you're talking about like Mario Party 2. And I think that would be really, really fun, giving characters costumes based on the board. And with some of the boards I did, I think it would be a bit hard, but they could definitely do it. Like with Yoshi's Tropical Island, maybe everyone's wearing like swimsuits or like Hawaiian shirts or something like that. And Peach's Birthday Cake, everyone's wearing like party hats, and or Waluigi's Island, maybe everyone's wearing a Waluigi hat or like Waluigi overalls. What else? Goomba's Greedy Gala, maybe everyone's wearing like tuxedos and like casino like outfits. So they could definitely make things work. With costumes. So that'd be a really, really cool addition. Charvion says there should be maps relating to different games, like a Luigi's Mansion map, a Donkey Kong map, and maybe also Rainbow Road Trip for the Mario Kart games. That would be really cool. That is an opportunity that for some reason no Mario Party games have ever taken. They don't take real locations from Mario games like you said, Luigi's Mansion or Donkey Kong or Rainbow Road or let's say the Metro Kingdom or anything like that. They don't take any inspiration from Mario games. I mean, like I said, in a previous video, Mario Party 9 and 10 took inspiration from New Super Mario Brothers, but those are very generic, basic themes. Having a Metro Kingdom stage or a Luigi's Mansion stage, or a Donkey Kong stage. Well, I mean, they have had a Donkey Kong Jungle stage in Mario Party 8, but I get what you mean, that, they should have stages relating to other games that Nintendo has done, particularly Mario. So, yeah, that'd be really, really cool. Stratolix says, bring back the day and night cycle for Mario Party 6, retro boards, 1 from each game, and a good selection of new boards, maybe some more characters too. I gotta agree with basically everything you said. I chose 2 from each game, but you may be thinking of Mario Parties 1 through 8 plus DS and maybe 9 and 10. I'm just talking 1 through 8, so I chose 2 from each board, but 1 from each game is also it makes sense to have 8 boards. It's a decent amount. I just chose 2 from each game simply because of the fact that means they don't have to recreate boards from scratch. They don't have to plan out boards. They can just remake what there already is and just have the Ultimate Mario Party game. But yeah, the day and night cycle is really, really good. If they were to make Mario Party Ultimate though, I would completely understand if the day and night cycle was only limited to the Mario Party 6 boards. I would completely understand. Because obviously the day and night cycle affected the boards as well. It wasn't there for just aesthetics. It also did change the events of the boards. So, I completely understand if the day and night cycle is only restricted to Mario Party 6 boards. But, yeah, I definitely got to agree with everything you had to say there. So there you guys have it. Those are the main things that I think Nintendo should include in a Super Mario Party Ultimate. Now, will they do it? Probably not, because it's Nintendo. But if they do ever decide to do it, I think those are the things that make the most logical sense to bring back. Now, if they did a Super Mario Party Ultimate where they included Mario Party 9 and 10 content, I can't make much comment because I didn't play these games that much. I don't hate Mario Party 10, but Mario Party 9 is just no. So, whether or not they include content from those games, I personally don't care. I would never play them. I would play Mario Parties 1 through 8. So, let me know down in the comments down below what you guys think. Did you guys agree with what I had to say? All that kind of stuff. Let me know. Comments down below. Yeah. So, until next time, guys. I'll see you in the next video.